Coming up, we've got a sweet teenage love story in Nick and Norah's Infinite playlist. Then Claude Van Damme does what he does best, a beat-em-up. And finally, Oscar-nominated Revolutionary Road is here. See for yourself what all the fuss is about.
Nick and Norah's Infinite playlist sees the always likeable super bad boy Michael Cera play a New York high school teen unlucky in love.
Hey Tris, it's Nick. You know, I think we both said some things we didn't mean, like when you broke up with me on my B-day.
He's soon paired up with bee-stung newcomer Kat Jennings, fellow underdog and obvious soulmate. The film charts their rollercoaster journey towards hooking up over one long night out in New York.
Would you be my boyfriend for 5 minutes?
What?
Please, just go with it, okay?
So far so predictable, but Nick and Norah's also a love story about New York itself. Far from the Gershwin-soaked black and white majesty of Manhattan, here it's painted as a colourful but grungy village where everyone's in a band and no one gets ID'd.
Oh, she'll be okay.
As the title might suggest, the film's also defined by its music, with a mixtape soundtrack that reads like a who's who of hip and trendy scene-star artists, from Vampire Weekend to our very own Richard Hawley. As indie films go, this one wears the badge proudly. In fact, it couldn't be more in-your-face indie if it wore a trilby and started dating Kate Moss. But its warmth and two perfectly pitched lead performances save it from being just another teen rom-com.
All right, sweetheart, you think you have something to...
I'm not jealous!
Instead, it's a guilty pleasure, a stolen moment of a film that captures the bleary-eyed beauty of young love and never-ending nights out.
Wanna dance? You know the blow dryer? Awesome. Awesome night.
Let's face it, when you watch a Jean-Claude Van Damme film, it's not for the acting. The Belgian star's been high-kicking his way across cinema screens since the 80s, with a CV of over 30 beat-em-ups, including Bloodsport and Hard Target. But despite appearances, in his new movie, he's not pulling any punches. JCVD sees him playing himself in a parody of his life and movie persona.
How does this actor play death? Lacerations, taking out the tibia, kicks to the groin, gouging out the eyes.
Again.
It follows him through family dramas.
Every time my dad is on a TV show, my friends make fun of me.
And as roles are snapped up by his arch rival.
They took somebody else.
Who?
Zigal.
Steven. He promised to cut off his ponytail.
But the biggest test is when the so-called muscles from Brussels ends up in a sticky situation and is forced to save himself. The film was launched in Cannes, hence the beach, and despite the change of direction, he's convinced his fans will go with him on this journey.
They'll have no choice because they'll see the person behind those kicks. And by the time they get bored about that type of movie, that specific movie, we'll have something coming up with good action, but also lots of drama and friendship and something special at the end of the movie, which will make, I believe, a difference, not only in my career, but for the spectator.
The unexpected indie tale, directed by Mabrouk El Mekri, was shot entirely in Belgium using native actors and extras. It's witty, gripping and emotional, especially where, believe it or not, JCVD bears his soul. But don't panic, diehards. Universal Soldier 3's on the way, so he's not too old for Van Damage just yet.
I'm not in shame of my age. The body looked like 25, but I will not do this interview without a shirt. But
You can if you like. But seriously, for anyone who thought this man couldn't act, I dare you to see it, as it's proof that the 48-year-old's strength isn't just in his fists.
It's finally time to take a look at Kate Winslet's Golden Globe-winning performance in drama Revolutionary Road. She's back working with her old Titanic co-star Leonardo DiCaprio in the domestic drama about a couple's failing marriage.
We've been so excited about seeing you and Leonardo back on screen together. Were you as excited to be working with him again?
I cannot tell you how excited I was. I mean, I would just
in the build-up, before we started rehearsals, we had 3 weeks of rehearsals, just every morning I would wake up so excited going, it was almost like a kid with an advent calendar, opening the doors until, Christmas Day was going to really arrive.
Leo would be there.
Popping out of that door going, hi, eat me. He was just fantastic.
All I know, April, is I want to feel things. Really feel them.
I think you're the most interesting person I've ever met.
We've remained very close friends since Titanic, very, very close, and have this real sort of trust between us, and a physical ease too that was really helpful, really important actually for playing Frank and April Wheeler, and to be able to try absolutely anything with each other on screen and know that there were no boundaries.
The point is, we could be happy here at least for a little while. It is possible that Parisians aren't the only ones capable of leading interesting lives, April.
So, you've made up your mind?
No. Like I said, it's just an option. That's all.
And supposing you're right. You make all this money, and we have this interesting life here. Won't you still be wasting your life toiling away at a job you find ridiculous?
Maybe we let that be my business, all right?
Your business?
Okay, it's too hot for this. I'm gonna go get wet.
Intense from start to finish, Revolutionary Road will have you questioning your own life, your relationships and your career choices. Nominated for 3 Oscars and 4 BAFTAs, this is one definitely not to miss.
Who made these rules anyway?